اقرأ أخيا ورتل القرآن.
Assalamualaikum guys, I hope you are all doing well. In the previous lecture we basically discussed what is front-end development, what tools we have to use while doing front-end development, what code editor we have to use, what browser we have to use. Today we will be discussing the basics of HTML5. What is HTML? What is doctype? What does head tag do? What does meta tag do? What does body tag do? And basically, we will also look further into some of the basic HTML elements. So, without wasting any time, let's begin. First of all, what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a standard language for creating web pages. It basically describes the structure of the web page. It consists of series of elements which are used to display content. We will discuss this series of elements along the way we will go through this course. In a layman term, you can say that HTML is basically a language that the browser understands when displaying a web page. Now we will discuss the basic structure of HTML. For that, I have created a new folder, HTML Basics, and drag this folder to your Visual Studio Code. You will see the current directory that you are working on. Right click on it, create a new file. You can name this file whatever you want, but make sure that the file type is .html. Because it is important, the browser only reads the .html file. So I will save it, I will name it as index.html, and I will save it. The first element that we are going to discuss is the doctype. The doctype element is basically, it tells the web browser that which type of markup language we are using. We are using HTML here, so we will write it as you can see, the Visual Studio Code also gives us a hint of the specific element. So if you click on it, it will automatically fill the remaining element. Here you can see that the doctype, in front of the doctype we have HTML. This tells us basically that it is an HTML document. The next element that we have is an HTML element. HTML element has an opening tag. This one is the opening tag and this one is the closing tag. I will separate them in different lines so that it is clear for you to see. This one is the opening tag and this one is the closing tag. An HTML element is the main root element of your web page. All the other elements come within these closing and ending tags. Now I will tell you about the head tag. Head element also has an opening tag and an ending tag. Head element basically contains all your link tags, your meta tags, your links to your style sheets. These all things I will tell you guys in the upcoming lectures. Here we will have another basic element which is called title. The use of this title tag is basically it shows your name of your web page. For example, if I write my web page here and now I save this file, as you guys, when you ever open a Chrome, Google Chrome, or whatever browser you use, if you use Mozilla, if you use Opera, you always have these tags up on your browsers. This tag is basically the HTML title tag that we wrote right now. As you can see that this is a YouTube video, so we have a YouTube title here. You can name this title whatever you want. We will see that we have written my web page here. I will right click on it, open the file that contains this folder that contains this file. I will open it, and as you can see, our title name is web page, my web page. Currently we have no content, so the page is blank. We will add this content later. The thing that I wanted to discuss with you was this title, my web page. This is basically the title that we wrote here. If I change it to my first website and save it, then I go to the Chrome, I refresh this page, and now you can see the title has changed to my first website. So whatever title you want to give your web page, you can write here. The next important tag is the body tag. This body element also has an opening and an closing tag. Make sure that you write these tags properly, because if you miss some of the tags, then your web page won't function properly. The body tag is important because it contains all the elements that you visually show on your web page. For example, if I want to write something on my web page, here I will write simple hello message, hello world. I will save this file. When I will go to the browser, you can see that currently there is nothing here, but when I will refresh this page, now you will see there is hello world. So this text is within the text, or the elements used within the body tag are always represented here on your web page. Now in the next lecture, I will discuss some of the basic elements which we use, that is the p tag element, b element, and the h element. P element, I will just give an overview of what are basically those elements. The p element represents the paragraph element, whereas the h element represents the heading of your the heading that you see on your web pages. I will save this file, and I will see you in the next lecture.
اقرأ أخيا